People said every time she sends a nude, she puts a watermark of the guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
fuck.
I like that.
I like that.
I was a bit disappointed
with
Chaxy because this was the one time you could have asked me, like, are they parking?
Over 26.
This is
The Burger Podcast.
This is the Brunch Club.
Over 26.
Welcome back to
The
mics are cool.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.
What up, my name is Chaxy, the mastermind, your main guy, the Lord Chaxy, the beautiful Mariah is around, the amazing Mwass is around, the whole gang is around. Sundays are for checkmates, episode 57, who am I, Chuck? Let's go! Yes, sir. Tumeongeza hapo Sundays are for checkmates.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Yeah, so I finally moved houses, bro. I'm not homeless.
Yay!
Update. And I moved to a house whose the agent that got me that house was suggested by Checkmate on my Instagram. So
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Me, I'm here for continuity. Because ulikuwa umesema, like, kama unajua agent niambie.
I know.
So now you owe that
They surprise
Checkmate
you
1
all the
month's
time.
rent.
Love
You
it.
owe that Checkmate 1 month's rent.
Now I'll just hug you and we'll just hug it out. But yeah. So it's just weird, man. It's a lot of adjusting, but I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
No,
Yeah.
but how are you loving it so far?
I don't know. My house is, bro. I couldn't even find boxers to wear today, so I'm not wearing any.
You're being asked about your fucking
Dude.
house.
I'm giving her updates slowly.
You are so out of pocket.
No, I'm serious.
I can't.
So everything is everywhere because I didn't get. I mean, Mwass helped me move because I couldn't go to the house with the movers. So Mwass did everything from my previous house. Moved. By the time
I would do the same for you.
only
In another life.
At a fee.
so by the time the movers were moving stuff into the new house, it was almost 1, right?
Yeah. It
So
was
they
late,
left, came back the following morning to finish unpacking. But then I didn't know where I wanted things to move to.
Okay.
So they couldn't move a lot of the things. So there's just things all over the house. I need to find time and move them. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's been nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice
different.
spot.
But I
I'll get
was a
out of
bit
it.
disappointed
Why?
with Chaxy because this was the one time you could have asked me, like, are they parking? And I'd have said, yeah.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
sat on that
we'll-
joke from Friday.
Oh my
Got
goodness.
too vain inatokea hapo. Like this one
I
is
was
to
too
check
busy,
with.
man.
I
It was weird.
cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm slowly adjusting and beginning to like the place. I'll make it work. Yeah, I think it's a nice
I'm happy
spot.
to hear that.
Yeah, it's
a dope
gonna work.
spot,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mwass alikuja kusema, yeah, it's nice. Everyone likes it, so I think I like
And then
it.
when
eventually.
things were like being put together, it started coming together. Like the curtains, nini. Kwanza alikuwa amepanic juu alikuwa nadhani ananunua curtains mpya.
Why?
But I probably have to because
Yeah,
only
for some rooms.
for most of the rooms, only even my bedroom still needs more curtains.
Oh, wow.
Then
But sitting room uko sawa. Because the sitting room was the one that it looked expensive. Like it's a whole wall that's a
that's
window.
just me. Yeah, all
You
even
ungeenda
this other
ICU
side
ufanye
and
tu
the
hivi.
other side,
Hey, Chaxy, I
So I'll
think
make
nilikuwa
it
kwenda
work.
nakuja kushoot content.
But he has enough space.
It's
I
just so much-
officially have a spot
You know,
to shoot content.
It's still,
Hooray.
let me tell you, bro, it's still weird that I'll get on the lift and then there's maybe a baby and someone also getting on the same lift. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
This is so new. I can
Kuishi kwa
imagine.
plot.
It's so new.
The rest of us have been doing it.
It's so weird. Like I swear, it's super weird still.
Nah, but you
Yeah,
get
but
the hang of it.
but we'll get a hang of it. Then
So far, so good.
I have a new cleaning lady, and she's amazing.
Oh, you're already recruiting?
Bro, let me, Sasa,
Uh-huh.
I call Sam. I'm like, okay, because Sam is literally one. I think the richest friend I have. So and he loves the podcast.
Wow,
So
not me.
So yeah, that's rich with vibes. So I call. So no, I send
Wait,
some. I
leo
send
una
some.
vibes zinga. Utaniambia nichangie na kutumia vibes.
So I send Sam a message. I'm like, I need a referral for a cleaning lady, right? Then I'm like, fuck. I shouldn't have sent this message to Sam. Because now, whatever Sam is paying this cleaning lady, it's going to be so much.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm like, I like Salome. I've seen her once at times and she does an amazing
Really
work.
good
So I'm
job.
like, anyway, let's see. So Salome comes. Oh, Salome now is my cleaning lady. Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
So not Brenda
Salome-
anymore.
Nah, I needed a
Long
change.
story, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but shout out to Brenda. She was
Shout out to-
amazing.
Yeah, she held it down, for sure.
She watches the podcast.
Now we
Of
hope.
course not. I'll tell you the differences now. Of course, Brenda doesn't watch the podcast. I don't think she even knows what a podcast is.
True.
So now
That last line was unnecessary.
No, it's true though. Oh, in
No,
all,
but truly
in all
though,
niceness.
It's
Truly.
true, yes, but it was unnecessary.
So this change is huge. So I call, I get Salome's number. I call Salome, and she's speaking in fluent English. So I'm
Damn.
like, damn, bro.
The price just went up.
Umejipanga na so nani per day uko like hiyo ni 1500.
I'm like, hey. Then, so it's finally time for her to come see the house, which was last evening, right? Sends me a message. Bro, nice, proper English. Like, I'm at the police station.
Alisema yo.
No.
And she said,
But of
yo,
course,
yeah.
Got 2 cases.
course.
I'm telling you, the price keeps going
It's
up.
like, bro, it's like, this is the only, she speaks
Fluent
and writes
English.
proper English.
Love it.
Anyway, so she comes into the house, checks the house. Because now she needs to see the house before she can tell me how much she's gonna charge. And then she starts laughing.
Oh, shit.
I almost pick my phone and call Sam. I'm like, bro, yeah, you're the one dropping up the balance. But anyway, we came to an agreement. So I'm excited about that. And she likes to cook. She literally sent me a list of things to buy. Because she's
Wow.
coming to the house tomorrow and she'll make some food.
Remember,
Hey, finally, you like it. Thank you,
Remember when I
Jesus.
joked about it, I told you kupata cleaning lady anapika ni hivyo. Utakuwa unamlipa before.
Umeomoka.
Yeah, so anyway, so it's looking up.
Love it.
I'm appreciative, yeah. So thank you guys.
So anakuja once a week ama twice a week?
Twice a week.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Makes sense, twice a week from here. The house will be clean.
Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah, then Sasa, the rest is just I unboxing and doing whatever
Do
I
what you need to do.
Which will take time, yeah.
Unpacking.
Unpacking. Anyway, it was April Fool's yesterday. Did you guys get fooled? I'm curious.
Chaxy, I've been living my life
Have I
as
met
a
the
fool.
audience? Okay, cool.
You've been living your life as a fool.
Not even you as a person.
Yeah.
Is there anything you saw online that fooled you?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. On the Shade Room, there was a post that they put up at Yaga Salsina has dropped a diss track. Apparently his team, Will Smith, so he dropped a diss track on Chris Rock, so they're like, go click the link to listen to it. So later, guys in the comments are like, we would have known, you guys would have posted the audio here if it was actually a real thing. So yeah, I think that's the
later.
one.
I'm sure guys clicked the link.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's the one that got me. Other than that,
The one that fooled me for literally 1 second. Okay, a few microseconds.
the mics are over.
No, that I was like,
That
of
was-
course, come on.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it was Sauti Sol tweeted that they have a song with Drake. You guys believe that?
No.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't see it?
BN and Drake can't be on the same.
Yes, Isha.
Nani atajifeel more?
You get what I mean?
Nah.
Did you guys get fooled by anything? It's online. Nothing.
Hey, Chaxy, life is hard. So who
you
has
did
time
get
for
fooled.
fooling?
No, I didn't get
Apart
fooled.
from the Drake and whatever one. Me, I didn't get fooled.
I mean, I wasn't online as much, but I saw Mike's, I saw Drake. Basically, I saw one timeline. I didn't even get to scroll the whole day, so I didn't see much. But I thought you guys got fooled.
In this economy, I don't think
Smart.
so.
The last time I got April Fooled was Kitambo and Nation did like an article about actually they found oil under KICC. So they need to demolish it and and I believed it. I think
real?
I was a kid. I was
I'm sure if
5, maybe.
It
If they actually
happens.
found oil beneath KCC, they would find a way of keeping the building and still
Yeah.
drilling out the oil.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't see them taking down KCC.
The whole
bro.
thing.
There's no need. Yeah. Kwani inapatikana tu hapo chini.
No, that's on the ground.
Yeah.
But also, the way you could move trees, is it possible to move buildings?
I've seen in China, but I don't know if Kenya can.
I'm sure there has to be
particular
technology that
structures.
can.
Particular structures.
But not as huge as KCC.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
assuming. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like my previous house, you just move it.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Ulipata hiyo physics wewe?
No. Yeah, of course.
Dude, of
But
course.
this is construction.
Can you apply it kidogo?
You don't think it's possible to just
can't
move?
move a
There's no
entire
way.
house.
Because I mean, the house begins from the foundation up, right? So there's no way you can drill out the foundation and just
Shorter.
carry the thing. There's no crane that's
It's possible
strong
in
enough.
cartoons.
Okay. Nah,
Wow.
You
bro.
can't
Someone
do it.
help me Google.
You
I'm
can-
sure there's
I've
buildings that have
seen-
been moved.
No, you can move
Someone
a
help me
house.
Google.
I've actually seen a video of a house being moved. But ni zile za
Let's
mbao.
see.
Or container houses.
Yeah, or container houses. But like an actual structure with concrete and everything.
Yeah, why can't you move it? That's my question.
It's difficult. Let me say it's difficult.
It's possible though.
It's possible, but difficult. It's
Okay.
nearly
Someone find if
impossible.
there's any buildings that have been moved, then we see what type
Concrete.
of buildings they are.
Eh,
Get
Like a
come on,
concrete
get on
building.
the mic, bro. Get on the mic because people need to hear what you're saying.
dun, 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 dun.
Silence.
There was a building that was moved. I saw your tweet. It was a library. So it was like an old library.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So alitumia some technology kuisongesha.
To move it, yeah.
Like concrete.
Because bro, it's just foundation up.
Dredging and then
Yeah. But now you'll
How do you
definitely
carry it? You
you'll
need
need like
cranes.
really huge cranes, like really strong
Wait,
cranes.
I'm
But it's
seeing
possible. Yeah.
structure, relocation, preparation, disconnecting services, lifting the building to the structure. Yeah.
What if the building falls?
That's a problem. I think you definitely need to assess. Like it takes
Yeah.
work, but I'm sure it can be done. Yeah.
So, the largest building ever moved is the Fairmount Hotel in San Antonio, Texas. 1906, the building was a brand new boutique hotel. However, it was soon abandoned after a multi-million-dollar development project was on the other side of town. Many recognized the building's potential in a better location, so it was actually moved.
How big was it? Like
Can
how
you
many
Google
floors?
the pictures?
I'm
just,
about
just
to.
copy paste the name of the building, then go to images.
I'm about to.
Then we check it out. Yeah.
Moving a building.
It has to be possible, bro. I'm like, if you can't move buildings, then
It's possible, but it's difficult.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it's easy to do.
But it's almost nearly impossible as well.
Why?
Can you move snowball like here?
Yeah.
Because this one is multi-level.
It would be
'Cause
possible to
site
move
cost.
Damn, this thing is huge.
That was moved.
How many floors?
Dude, it's like, it looks, it's as
Felix,
big, it's
you guys can put a
huge.
picture of the building on the edit, right? So that guys can see what we're talking about. Yeah, that's
like
a huge
5
building.
floors.
Yeah. That's a
Damn,
huge building.
that is
So that
huge.
must have taken a lot to move. All right. But it's just interesting.
Just like
I'm curious. It didn't take a lot to move. It just took someone
Today I
paying
got
for
the
the house
bad
or
I
staying
got the
in.
bad microphone today.
But I'm just
Like
wondering,
Kidunda, yeah.
the cost, moving that kind of building, would the cost probably be almost the same as building another one?
Probably
cheaper.
maybe
Probably
less
cheaper.
by like a
Bei ya simiti
million.
msee.
Yeah. I don't know.
Na mawe, unajua
Yeah.
mawe moja ni 30 bob.
Seriously,
How would you
Yeah.
know? How would you know?
One mawe like this is 30 bob.
I didn't know
And
that.
it takes like 10,000 to build. Like,
To build that.
Like, wait.
So Mpasho reported this, right? So this is, I'm going to quote it. This is size 8. She says, I wonder how it got here. Like, I don't know what prompted her to say this, but she said, people think, no, it's okay, bro, just adjust it. People think pastors don't get intimate, but we do. So size 8, for those who don't know, she's a pastor, but was a former secular musician who got saved,
Turned
did some
gospel artist.
turned into gospel artist, and she's married to DJ Mo, who's one of the biggest gospel DJs we have in the country, right? So people think pastors don't get intimate, but we do. As women, we sometimes are not in the mood. When I see he is in the mood and I'm not, I pray and ask the Holy Spirit to get my mood in his level. I also pray for him, ask God to give him strength as I want to enjoy.
I want to say something so dumb.
Say it.
If she's not in the mood, see a DJ Mo.
All right. Okay. I'll give you 1 out of 10.
Mi nakupatia 8.
Because DJ, unapatia?
8.
8.
Exactly.
Because DJs can get you in the mood.
No. Oh my God, Chaxy didn't get it.
Oh, damn.
And I want to say, if you're not in the... Oh, but also, now the joke doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
No.
If she's not in the mood, why would she DJ?
See, if she's not in the mood to
DJ
have
Mo.
sex with her husband, see, she can DJ Mo.
Can I leave this podcast?
Right?
I don't get it still.
I don't as well.
I thought
Lord.
I thought what you meant was because he's a DJ and DJs can get in a mood.
No.
Like music
See,
can
everybody knows
Unataka
when
cheze na
chicks
clitoris
feel
kama
themselves is
crossfader.
called DJing.
When?
Yes, you see, boys, you guys call it wanking. For chicks, we call it DJing.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A DJ
okay.
Mo.
Damn, I didn't know that. Oh, shit. I mean, context is everything.
Oh,
okay.
God.
You're 8 young, so
I give-
3.
Wow.
Doesn't make sense. If she's not in the mood, why would she?
Well,
Wank.
sometimes you may not be in the mood to have sex with someone, but
Yeah.
Yeah. For that, yes. Because maybe you just want to fuck someone else. Maybe you
Yeah.
just want to fuck your hands.
okay, now you're dragging it for me.
Again, I ask, can I leave this podcast? Blankets me. I can go help with setup.
You can put the haystacks. It's fine.
Wait, you are saying something about Holy Spirit and whatnot.
What was I saying about the Holy Spirit? No.
You tell us.
Oh, I made a joke about how she prays that the Holy Spirit gets inside her before DJ Mo.
Wow.
These guys are Christians in the audience.
Negative 0.00 Mwass.
No,
Out of 10.
No, but for
But
real,
how
though,
do you pray to get into the mood?
That's
And how do you ask God to give your husband strength to fuck you?
so that you can enjoy.
Why did she say all this?
Honestly, like, who
my
asked you,
question.
sis? Who asked?
I don't know who asked,
Like,
but
like you're allowed to think.
Yeah,
Alafu ukisema kila kitu kinapop kwa kichwa yako. Kwani wewe ni Chaxy? Why?
Madness.
So who asked, but also like
Exactly.
genuinely,
Who
why
needs
do
to
we
know
need to
this?
know
Honestly.
this? And also, if you're not in the mood, so
You're not in the mood. Let it go.
I get it, you're a pastor and you
Yeah.
probably believe God is in charge of everything. But I promise you, God does not make your husband's dick hard.
Facts.
God does not make you in the mood to get fucked.
Facts.
You don't think, bro, like,
Like
why-
this is
section
wild.
but like out of all the things, okay, assuming the God they believe in is actually true, right? So you think out of all the things happening, demonstrations, people doing the most, you think God is just concerned about your husband getting hard? The fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Do you think God is concerned at all? All the nonsense happening in the world.
I know. I'm just like,
He is.
I'm like,
Hey.
if there's a God out there, I don't think he cares, man.
I think he cares,
Things
but
like,
we don't care.
Nah, things
Probably
are
he
being
cares,
crazy.
but we don't.
Nah, man, we should. This is
I've
not.
seen those
This
sad
is not
stories
the work of a
a
father.
3-year-old battling due cancer. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is not the work of a God who cares. I'm sorry. Yeah, we need to revise the whole thing.
You need to care more.
Yeah. God, if you're there, you need to care more. Anyway. Guy.
Ni Sunday mnaongea hivi.
Sasa ndio nashangaa.
Mnaongea venye mnataka. It's fine. You know, this is that clip someone is going to post online and say, take this mic away.
Yeah.
What is that? What do they normally say? That not all men should be given
This
mics.
mic, but yeah,
Wamesema
no,
defund podcasts.
Yeah, different podcast.
male podcast.
Walisema stop buying
Defund men with
microphones.
microphones. Yeah.
Increased taxes for microphones. Luckily for us, even if they increase taxes, nobody will still afford the
Tuko tu
microphones.
sawa. Tuko tu sawa.
Watauza carpet tatu. For like a new microphone.
So we're still fine. We're in the clear. We're in the
Wow.
clear. So on checkpoint, right? So we discussed private ceremonies and functions using an example that happened this past week. So Miliwa Jesus. They were Jesus make me sick. Like sick. Like my wardrobes when I moved to the new house were making me sick. At least we got them made done Jana. So now the kitchen looks beautiful.
Okay.
They make me sick. Anyway, so Miliwa Jesus asked fans to donate money for her brother's white wedding. Online, so she posted a number where guys can send money and was like, my brother needs a white wedding, kindly help raise money for
No,
it.
did you see the text that followed after that?
No, there was something
She
else.
was like, after you send the money, follow it with a text and say it's from the Jesus family.
That is just
Thank you.
messed up.
Thank you.
You know the craziest thing about this is that there's some stupid guys who've said,
Who actually sent? Yeah.
Mtaka kuniambia
And types
brother
from
yangu akioa
Wajila's family.
checkmates hawezi nitumia do.
No, we
My brother
can.
is getting married, checkmates asitume pesa.
Are we
You'd
buying
ask them?
shares into
Nah.
that marriage?
Nah.
Nah, nigga, let me tell you, if checkmates are sending you money, then they also deserve to get in bed with
That's what I'm saying.
with
Are we
your
buying
brother
shares?
and the
My
women ones,
sister-in-law.
the sister-in-law and your brother.
My goodness.
Me, I'm sending you money for your
Crazy.
wedding if I'm also going to be part of that wedding.
First of all, weddings should not be fundraised.
True. If
Exactly.
you can't get your
Do
own
what you
wife,
can.
please stay alone.
Do you know if you don't have money for a wedding, how much
Wachana
does it cost to
nayo.
go to the AG and get your
3,500. Is it 3,500 or 7,500?
3,000?
Just under 10,000.
Yeah.
And your wedding Meisha.
Yes.
Na wewe
Yeah,
umeinclude
that you're
hadi pesa
very
ya
married.
matri na Uber ama whatever.
Now your lunch
Na
on top
midishi.
of it
Yeah.
for you and your witnesses.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I genuinely believe that these functions, bro, just do. Like
if you can't, wachana
if you can't,
nayo.
wachana nayo.
Yeah.
Like you specifically want a white wedding that you can't afford. What is a white wedding? We all wear white clothes.
No, white wedding.
Then we ask the AG in advance to wear white clothes.
A white wedding is a non-traditional one.
I know, I hear
Yeah.
you.
So, but why would you even want that, to be honest?
Hey, different rule for different folk, but yeah, this is bullshit.
Like for instance, right? So if Jan 1st, I get a girlfriend. Jan 3rd, we decide we're getting married, right?
Jan 3rd.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Jan 5th,
We date for 2 days.
Jan 5th.
I'm giving you a timeline.
Jan
So
5th, we go for like
Jan 3rd, we
city.
decided we're getting married, right? So Jan 5th, I come on the podcast and say, guys, I'm getting married. I don't have the money for it. Please raise money for me to get
Chaxy,
married.
I'm getting her
Unajua
new husband.
kiherehere yote nimepitia, deciding things for myself, and now I'm involving other people to come support.
Yeah.
You know, bro, if you're sick, genuinely,
Yeah,
and you don't
that's
have the money for it,
different. Yeah,
we can
that's
raise money for
different,
you,
yeah.
right? But a fucking wedding?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get your wife a new husband.
That you have a car, but you decided now you need a Range Rover specifically for a wedding, right? But you can't afford it. So now you want us to raise the money for you.
For you to hire the car.
Truly, it's crazy.
I'd do that.
Me, I'd raise money for someone who wants to get circumcised and I don't have the money for it.
Did you bring up this whole story?
I'm picking up examples of things I can raise money
Dude,
for.
so you
is
can
it
end that.
circumcision free?
It's not free. Is
Okay,
it?
unless
I
ufanye
paid.
hospitali,
It's also,
but
it's also under 10K. Circumcisions and weddings cost
The same thing. So, circumcision, we can raise money. Sindio?
Okay.
Someone is sick. must. If it turns out, honestly, if it turns out Loki is not circumcised.
oh my god.
Loki, you're still wearing your hoodie.
and now, probably for the process to be done properly, it needs a lot of money. Assuming it's really expensive.
Why does
Because if
it
it's
need to be
10K Loki, you're paying for yourself. You know.
Why would it be really expensive?
I don't know. Maybe is I don't know. Probably it's
I'm
too
gonna
late now.
India.
Maybe he needs to go to India. And then we can be like, it's fine, man. It's health. We got it.
We
right?
got it now. But
bro,
this is foolish.
Yeah, imagine.
No, and I think the part that pissed me off the most was her, the husband, and the Terence and his wife, collectively, walichanga 30K. I'm like, what?
So that's why they wanted.
Can you imagine?
That's why they wanted other people to help raise money.
Yeah,
That
kill him
is
to him at
foolish.
7K.
Imagine 7.5.
7.5.
Kwenda.
That's crazy.
No,
So
I think it's crazy when they asked the fans to include a message saying this is
Yeah,
from
it is
our.
from
That's like
our
a fuck you
Jesus.
to your brother, whatever.
Yeah.
Ati ujue ni mimi nimekupatia hii pesa kama sio mimi.
yeah.
Foolish.
So if in September, right? Specifically, I decided now for my birthday. I've decided for my birthday, I wanna go to maybe Rome. Sindio? I don't have the money for it. Then I come tell you guys, because you're my friends,
Yeah.
you have to raise money for me to go to Rome because it's my birthday.
Mi ndakushangia tu ya energy drink
Naweza kulipia visa. No, but you see, that makes sense because it's birthdays, gifting makes
Yeah,
sense.
truly.
But not you
But
asking
still,
for
not
it.
me asking.
Yeah.
Because honestly, also, me asking is assuming you have the money to
Fund
for
me.
something that is luxurious, something that is not a basic need.
Truly.
I need to go. Okay, I need to go to Diani. My budget is 200K. I don't have it, but I want to go to Diani just because it's my
Diani
birthday.
unaenda na 200K kufanya. Kwani unaenda kubuy Diani? Are you crazy?
So I'm going first class. It's my birthday.
First class at Diani 200K.
Aina.
Where? Kwani unaenda miezi mbili? The number of times I've been to Diani in my life, zote hazijafika 200. And I've been there like 10 times.
That
When
is
you go to Diani, where
wild.
do you guys stay? I'm curious.
That is wild.
No, but for real, I'm just saying. I think when it comes to things that are not
200K
necessary.
Diani, kwa hivyo kutoka Kenya unatoka na
Hey,
No, so it's absurd. So you guys don't
Yeah.
support that.
no, at all.
Anyone in the audience who feels they could have supported Milo Jesus' brother to get a white wedding financially?
It's a big no.
It's a big no. Because also, if maybe I wanted to do something nice for your birthday, but now if you come demanding things that are really expensive, now you start sounding like
Entitled
too
to
much.
some
Yeah, I'll be
extent.
like, Sasa, this guy, you enjoy yourself.
But you know that this guy is asking, what do you want for your birthday? And then you're like, a car. Like, acha nikubai mzinga itakubeba. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It means that what do you want for your birthday and why should it not cost more than 5K?
But you see, that's fine. Because
Yeah.
I'd ask you what you want for your birthday. If it's reasonable, I'll get it. If it's not, I'll be like, I can't afford
Achana
it.
tu na.
But I'll ask you because probably you want something
Like
specific
a
that I can
book
afford.
or like something, yeah.
Yeah, and also I just never know what to buy people all the time.
Got you.
So I'll be like, yo, what do you want? And then if I can afford it, so if I can't,
Yes, whatever.
I'm sorry, bro. There's this guy so there's a serial sperm donor who fathered 550 kids.
What?
And is now being sued for increasing incest. Increasing the risk of incest. But 550 was keeping
That's
tabs. How do you know you have
a lot.
550 kids?
First of all, for it for the 550 kids.
How many times do you go to the sperm bank?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And how many times do you do it at the sperm bank for them to get like a nice sample?
And then how proper is your sperm for all of them to be accepted? That's crazy.
550.
There should be a
That's
limit for donating
crazy.
sperms, I guess.
Wait, but was he donating the sperms? I didn't read,
He's a
read
sperm
the
donor.
He's a sperm donor.
What's a donor?
Oh shit. I read my own
What
things.
did you think? Me,
In
I'm
Salome will
curious.
start
I think
giving you
it's
classes.
just fact for all these 550. That's what I thought. I don't know why. I swear before God, like I'm not even joking.
Literally, the article says serial spam donor.
Yeah, I know, and I read it. I swear before me, serial spam donor. Yeah, I missed it.
Not I swear
You missed
before
that
me.
part.
I swear
Love
before
it.
me.
Listen, you missed that part.
I missed that part.
It was the only part.
I want 550 kids.
Yo, that's crazy.
But is there a way of tracking? Because I mean, there's a bunch of spam banks, right? Is there a way of tracking where the spams are coming from? No.
Because
I'm assuming most of them operate independent of each other.
Yeah.
Unless you have a chain of them
shit.
and unless you have a chain of them, and let me just use this word, and then all the purchasing is done centrally.
Wow. Wow.
See, it's purchasing. It's a trade-off. Okay, maybe
550 kids is crazy though.
that's a lot.
So who's suing him?
I wish I knew.
The state.
Guys, Google.
I'm on like
No,
some
but
white woman. You know,
maybe,
white women
yeah.
are just concerned with
Yeah,
sex.
someone Google who's suing this guy.
No, but there was another documentary on
check.
Netflix. This guy was a guy now, but he used to like put his sperm in these women
Yeah,
instead
instead
of
of the
what?
donor ones.
Yeah, so they're like almost 100+ kids, and like in the same, like almost in the same locality. So imagine you walk, somebody looks
That
like
is
you.
disgusting.
I swear to God, that is the
Yeah.
craziest thing I've watched in my life.
And then they're just like, guys in Westlands just look alike.
Imagine.
Watu hufanana.
over the years, you're like, there has to be something.
Tunafanana sana.
You're like, hey, guys, look at someone, you're like, which part of Westlands do you come from?
I think he went scot-free.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
really?
because he's Jetty, one of the elders were church, something like that.
It was like a crazy story.
You need to watch it. It's wild. It's wild.
I just read about it. I couldn't watch it. I think that speaker itaanguka. It's like on the edge, just like myself.
No, it's not gonna fall.
Unajua maybe ni $25,000.
True.
Yo, dude. So, Snowball, because we've been friends for a long time, I'm gonna invest in DJ Dex, but I want you guys to donate monitors. Just 2 monitors.
It's giving what Jesus.
Just 2 monitors.
So
Is that possible?
Suddenly
We
you
can discuss.
understand what donate means. But when you're reading from donor,
Mental block.
That's why I drew the line.
oh my goodness.
Once, do you want to tell us about something you discovered this week? Did you know that there's sleeping experts? Exactly, you had me. Do you see the way someone is an expert in anything? Maybe like Ernest. In a few years, he's gonna be an expert in sound and engineering and whatnot, right? So now there's people who are experts in sleeping.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
And they're being hired by mattress companies and bed companies
To like test their
to
sleep.
test how good their mattress is.
Yo.
It's an actual
true.
job, yeah.
It's true, it's an actual job. Because you see companies like alcohol companies hire people who
Test them.
Like booze
actually test the
experts,
booze.
yeah.
Yeah. So now there's actual sleeping experts.
Kulala, I can only imagine.
Imagine, you're paid to sleep on the job. Testing.
Love it.
In my previous job, like say I was talking to one of the alcohol tasters, and he was telling me like I think for the longest, like for as long as he can remember, every single week he buys alcohol he's never had before. Every single week.
That's really
Like
cool.
he'll go to a supermarket, he'll look at like an vodka he's never had, he'll have it. Like an beer, an champagne, whatever.
And then he gives a report.
Just to expand his palate. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's for the longest time, like for the last 10 years, every single week he's tasted a new brand of alcohol.
Now, do you know who would excel in this kind of job? Mr. Kareke. Hero should thrive. Has to test alcohol every day. Bro, if Erosh, like even now, there's definitely nursing a hangover.
For sure.
He's
coming to blankets.
Def.
And he still continue.
As soon as he gets in, go straight to the bar. Fast spot. Also, isn't Erosh the same person? Because for the Misfix project, right? Isn't Erosh the same person whose idea is we have to do a segment where we try different types of alcohol? I know it's a show that has been done.
Yeah.
Many people have done it. But he's really insisted.
It
We have to do
done.
it.
Yeah, at our outshine. Come on, do blind tasting.
But sasa, the only place where we haven't really agreed is he wants us to travel across Kenya trying the local brews. Basically, changa from different parts of the country.
Yo.
I left my eyesight, bro. No, he's
Chaxy, si zile za panya, breathe.
no, he's super serious.
Unamaliza kunywa unaonaje hiyo?
You know, it's like the incident
It was
in
called Kumiku.
the incident in Machakos where guys were like, and leo jioni imefika haraka.
Hata mzime tatu naendelea.
Tata mzime tatu naendelea, but it's still daytime, bro.
Yeah.
It's 2 p.m.
You know how
Guys are like, leo
something
jioni imefika
has
haraka.
Wild.
Because
It's to make you go blind almost immediately.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So,
Me support. Me, I'll follow along with Misfix. Nakuja tu kuangalia.
For vibes.
I'll be recording for my own.
did we get the files for this place? Did we get the files? Okay. So we need to get the files out for editing. Yeah, but the thing of the sleeping expert,
Love you.
how do you? I'm just curious because I know there's definitely science behind sleeping and dreams and whatnot.
Yeah.
We were in Naivasha randomly. Well, I think we're going to Nakuru. Then we stopped by the new mall, and then there's a store that sells mattresses. So we just got in just to look at how expensive mattresses have become and probably try out some mattresses.
Umenikumbusha kitu endelea tu.
So now it's those guys. It's those guys. It's those guys. So we get in. There's an amazing lady who receives us. She's telling us about the different types of mattresses and the science behind the different types of mattresses and why they're priced. Because there was a mattress that was going for like 130K.
I guess that's orthopedic.
Yeah. This is like memory foam. You know the ones that shape your body nicely.
Yeah,
like,
orthopedic mattresses.
Those
one.
on a fucking
Yeah.
cloud.
So then there's science. So there's definitely science behind it, right? But then, how do you become a sleeping expert though?
Mi nataka
I need to understand the
Me, I'm a
science
sleeping
behind.
experts. Especially on Sundays.
Where the expert
Must
wa
just
hands?
needs gin and tonic.
Kama si hands,
And now,
lali.
How-
The whole day.
how
God.
to become a sleeping?
Experts. Chaxy is
that's
talking about mattresses. So as I was helping Chaxy move this week, I noticed his bed is bigger than his mattress.
Oh, that story. Tell them the story. It's a weird story.
So I asked him, why is your mattress? Because mattress iko katikati ya kitanda, unaweza songesha hivi na
And the
hivi.
space
Yeah,
is not
whatever.
significant.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's
half a foot.
it's
You know why it's half a foot? Because when Chaxy called the carpenter.
I got the bed. It was custom made.
It
the
was
bed.
a custom made bed.
Yeah.
He's like, I want a bed that's 5.5 by 6. So the carpenter is like, unataka 5 by 6? I'm
I'm a 6x6.
I'm a 6 by 6.
5.5.
I'm like, no, 5.5.
Yeah.
Then the carpenter asked Chaxy, why do you want a 5? I've measured my mattress and it's 5.5 foot. The carpenter is like, where? I'm making it 5.5. It's a queen or a king bed. You can't be like in the middle. Yeah. Chaxy is like, Mindo nak show. So I think the company was like, since this nigga is paying, it's his instructions. Did he make you write it down?
No, he didn't make me write it down.
So now the bed comes and then Chaxy puts his mattress. The mattress is 5 foot. The bed is 5.5. There's like a half foot up hivyo kando.
Oh my God.
Unaweka nini hapo simu?
Then the carpenter is like,
Kanyaga
"Sini
mguu."
likusho."
Me, if I was that carpenter, I'd deliver that bed myself.
Just
Nakuja kwa
to see
nyumba
the
na
one lie.
That itself
Eh.
is the one who set it up.
And then he
'Cause
put the mattress.
Then put on the
And then
mattress.
he
Then,
looked at you.
then it's like, "Sini likusho."
Mera siwezi ongea, naweza kuangalia tu. Kambia size space utatumianga kuweka utaweka mattress katikati.
But also
Yes, space unatumia kuweka miguu kidogo.
So also this is 4 years ago. This is not in my new house, to be clear. So I still have it.
So you know, for as long as you have that bed, you'll never find a mattress for it.
That's true.
Yeah. And I'll
Unless
never
it's
sell it.
custom made. Can you custom make a mattress?
I think
Yeah, you
so.
can.
Yeah.
You can. So I'll probably, but I'm definitely not moving with that bed to a new house. I'll get a proper
Get
bed.
a new one.
Yeah. So Google says the qualifications needed to become a sleep medicine physician.
Hey, that's a big
Just
word.
say a sleep expert. Start with a medical degree. As part of your education, you must complete a 3-year residency. To become a sleep medicine specialist, you then complete a 1-year fellowship that specializes in sleep. Some programs may last 2 years. Okay, then
Of
I was
just
curious.
sleeping.
Yeah, I was curious. How much would they make? I was like, let me check. How much would they make? Because it's not too late to change careers, guys. How much money will I make as a sleep consultant? Google says, in terms of reaching your goals, a part-time sleep consultant, part-time,
Part-time.
has
What are
an
you doing in
income
the other time?
potential.
Are you resting? After a long day at work, I like
If
to
it's
go home
Mwass,
and
it's
work.
just having gin and tonic, so you can sleep some more.
True.
So, part-time sleep consultant has an income potential of $1,500 to $4,000 per month. For full-time sleep consultants, their earning potential averages between $5,000 and $10,000 per month.
You can make a mic.
This
from
is
sleeping.
Wild.
this is an article from last year, March 13th. Definitely, this is maybe from the States. But also, yeah, bro, you gotta pay me more. Because if my job is to sleep,
Yeah.
then I'm not awake to do anything. You know what I mean?
True.
So you better compensate me more for it.
True.
What do you need?
Crazy.
Water? Can I also get some,
water.
if you don't mind? Then
More. You need
kindly.
more.
I don't know if this is
Some
clean. I haven't
please.
used it
It's yours,
today. No,
okay.
it's not mine. It's not mine. So let me just have another one.
Water is out.
No, there's a snowball last. It's okay. There's what? Don't worry. Then man, I'm so happy to see Davido back, bro.
Yay!
Are you coming up?
You don't remember? No, there was the tragic
He's
incident
after
where his
son died.
his son
so
died in the
he
swimming
went,
pool.
Shit, sorry,
like
yeah.
underground
Then,
for
yeah.
a bit. But he's back now.
He's back with a new album called
Timeless.
Mariah has skimmed through the album.
Yeah, it's
Is it
alright.
nice?
It's alright. It's alright. It doesn't have.
Do you have a banger? Do you have like a song you believe?
Unavailable. I like that one. There's this one called Over Them. I think that's the first track. Yes, I love
I've
that
heard
one.
Over Them, the first
yeah,
track. I've
it's
heard
it's
it, yeah.
really dope. I love it. Yeah, but no international features.
Yeah.
Love that about this album. So
Bigs up South Soul in
Do you
one of the songs. I saw a
do you think
screenshot.
that was
amazing.
intentional? No international features.
I think so.
Every feature is from Nigeria.
Yeah. No, Africa.
Oh, Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, international.
Because this
event outside.
Unavailable is with Musa Keys.
This
It's-
is my number.
It's
This is
really
Chaxy's.
dope.
Oh.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess I'd say the album is decent.
Yeah, the song
I'm gonna
with
listen to
Kiss.
it.
Yeah, that Unavailable one
Okay.
is
Yeah,
it's,
we'll
it's
play
dope.
It. We'll play it. Yeah.
Okay.
So Obio.
Baddest.
He's back with a new album.
Oh yeah, and he also has a deal with Puma.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see how the merch is. Okay, I've seen how it looks, but you know, like seeing it,
I feel like
seeing it
Puma
is
match
something
looks the
else.
same all the time.
No, but this
Whether
one-
it's
this
Big
one
Sean,
looks-
whether it's Jay-Z,
Jay-Z.
it just looks and
This-
most of it is tracksuits.
How much do you think they pay Jay-Z?
I don't know.
Jay-Z and I got a red card. How much Jay-Z does things for fun?
No, definitely things like Puma. I'm sure he's paid. Probably. How do you pay Jay-Z though?
Honestly,
That's-
maybe
that's
with
Because he's one of the
shares.
heads in the creative direction for Puma, right?
Yeah, maybe with shares, stocks, something.
Because
That would be the best to give him money.
I want $10 million.
Yeah, because you can't pay Jay-Z. I think in
The
shares.
true, yeah,
yeah,
just shares.
def.
But yeah,
So maybe within that period when he's taking lead, he gets a percentage of something.
For sure.
That's the only way you'd make sense.
How you
It's
can-
now $2.5 billion.
imagine.
No man can check a $10 million. You probably made that on the way there.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's like, Sasa, what's the point of coming? But man, yeah, I'm just happy for Davido, man. That was very tragic. Bro, I don't know. Like, I can't wrap my mind around how you'd come out of the death of your own kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Especially when
Life
they're a
is
toddler.
bro, life can be hectic and
Tell me
crazy.
about it.
Bro, like a really young kid, man. And they announced they're married. Kumbe they
got
officially
married. Yeah, ma-
There's an interview with Larry
I'm
Madowo
happy
coming
for
up on
that
CNN.
one.
Is it out?
It's already out.
It's out already. Have you watched
Yeah.
it? Have you
No,
watched
They
it?
got interviewed by Larry.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember when Davido came to Kenya and then he went to the trend and he was
That was the most
he was
arrogant
rude.
interview he's ever done.
Yeah. He really
But-
didn't want to be there.
But bro, you get it. That's the thing. Sometimes you sign this contract and you have to be on schedule. Part of maybe the performances you have to do this media because I'm assuming the media house which Larry was Nation. Probably were the official media partners. So
Yeah.
part of
Yeah,
the
for
agreement with the
that,
promoters is the headliner
has
has
to
to do
go
an interview.
there.
Yeah.
This guy's probably come from the States, probably flew, I don't know how many hours, maybe from another show. Come here. Now he has to fulfill an obligation. But
True, and
he's a
he's
human
over
being, bro.
it. Yeah.
Like sometimes you're just not in the mood
But
to
you know,
do anything.
not being in the mood and being arrogant are two
It's two
different
different things.
You could
Yeah.
tell.
I
when
can
someone is
just
not in
sit
the mood.
through it.
And I'm just like, yeah, what?
Yeah,
are you
yes, what
releasing
you
an
wanna
album,
know.
yeah?
Cool.
What is it called? Timeless.
Yeah.
Like, come on, nigga. We don't need
that's a
100%.
nice sound bite.
He was 40.
Yeah.
He was 30%.
I think I watched that.
Yeah, it was horrible. Then he even walked out. Zogeza it was bad.
That was arrogance.
Damn, bro.
You can, but maybe angeongena size 8. You'd have prayed to be in the mood. And ask Larry Mado to have strength so that he enjoys.
Wow. Just wow.
So,
yeah.
Shout out to
It's amazing to see him back.
Second week of demonstrations in Kenya last week.
Monday and Thursdays.
Again, I know there's demonstrations. I've just not seen them. Like,
you don't watch the news?
No, I see them online on the news.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's just weird that I'm in the same city, and also maybe just
Chaxy,
shows how big the city is.
Welcome to Nairobi. You'll see them now.
Now I'm gonna see them.
You still don't see them. Because they're not happening in the nice
everywhere too.
Yeah.
But they're on the news. And then I saw in Siaya, they chomad like a UDA office.
Yeah, even in Kisumu, the first week they did burn down. So highlights for last week. Tell me if I missed anything, right? Demonstrators in Donholm made people carry stones in order to pass by.
Yeah,
so anyone who was
I
on
saw
foot,
that.
you had to carry a stone. That was your passport to move around.
Me, I just want to know.
Wait, is the lighting getting dimmer? Is it me?
Yeah, I feel so too.
The lights
I
getting
think it's
dimmer?
outside. It's the sunlight.
Okay, but the set is constant. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so in
I
Donholm...
thought I was tripping.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
For a
Because it
second.
Because it happened for the second
Begin
time.
any hands.
Tumetoka kuongelea 10 sasa. Like, jioni nafika 10.
But like, hey?
I'm like, did you guys give
What's
me water?
in the water?
Yeah. So that was weird. Sorry, I was giving you highlights.
Yeah, the
So in
stones.
Donholm, you needed, if you're walking on foot, you needed a stone to
I'm
walk
just wondering,
around.
who was checking the stones?
So the guys on
That's
the
your
street.
passport. Like you have to hold.
Now,
the
who's
stones.
telling you where ujabeba my Rudy?
No,
what about-
see,
And if
yeah,
it's
they
that's
might
the case,
vamia you. Like you
see,
won't
walk
be one
in-
that
you walk in the
drives.
wrong direction without a stone. Alafu ukiamba Rudy, now you go back to where you're going.
Nah, bro. But you see now they're on both sides of the road.
Yeah.
Like literally, you either have a stone or they'll give you a stone. That's the only way you can walk around. That's the only way you can walk around.
That's what I'm saying.
Then,
If they tell you to go back and get a stone,
so you have to go get it.
Crazy.
Because
so
you can't.
that's what
Then
I'm
you
saying.
can't pass.
You
it.
walk
Then
in the wrong
where's the
direction.
Peter?
If you're moving from here to there, you move this way. So that akikwambia Rudy.
Also, you go
That is
back.
a lot of work.
But that's a lot of work.
You remember
But
when
that's when imagine they just tell you to need to carry a stone, but they don't tell you what to use it for. They're like,
True.
where did you just
Where's the batu?
decide how you wanna use this stone?
And then now when people start throwing, like stones are weird
Yeah.
because it's like having a gun with one bullet. Because fight ikianza when you throw a stone and then what?
Truly.
And then even if you
You have
miss
to
it,
wait for
if you
another
miss- yeah, you have to wait.
Yeah,
for another to come your way.
And now this is you're protesting on the tarmac, so it's not like you have ready stones around. You know what I mean? On Outer Ring Road. Then Northlands, which belongs to the Kenyattas. So
Yes.
Northlands is on the bypass. Was set ablaze and over 1,000 sheep stolen. There was a picture of someone who stole a sheep and then the boot of the car couldn't open. Did you guys see that?
A video actually, yeah.
The
a
husband,
video.
was it the husband and the wife?
Yeah. They were trying to open the boot, alafu ikakataa.
Ikakata.
And then the ship.
Then you know how online works. If you're people who post maybe your car, nini. So soon as someone sees it, like, but I know this is Mwangi's car.
Yeah.
So they pull out all your information from online, all your Facebook, your socials, then they tag DCI. This is the guy. This is the guy. Yeah. then some guys who work in Career Manini have access to. So soon as they have your number plate, they can
That's
pull out all your
it.
information.
Yeah.
So in a short time, the screenshots of all your
All
details,
your information is there.
online. Now for
Shit.
police to decide what they want to do with it. And
it just
that's how
costs
they've
you-
been recovering some of the sheep.
Yeah, and it costs you just 5 SOC to look up any number plate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's public information.
It's
I can do
public
it.
info, yeah.
I thought
If you
it's
want to
always
look up your
guys in
number plate,
Career
yeah.
who do it.
Nah, you can look up any number plates for just 5 SOC. Yeah? Like a car search. Like when you're going to buy a car, just confirm if this car is really Chaxy's. So I look it up. Nikiona imeandikwa Mariah is the one who owns it. I know you're a con man.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's
Damn.
just 5 SOC. And you remember they used to do it for celebrities. Like when Maina Kageni posted his BMW X6. And then guys looked it up and then wakaanza kusema ati ni gari alone. Because now it was owned by some bank.
Or it was still registered under bank. But that's fine. What's the
It's
problem
fine.
with getting a car?
It's
using
guys
a bank?
just being stupid. Because imagine you're spending 5 SOC to out a celebrity. that he's buying a car in the most reasonable way
But
possible.
Yeah, who's actually smart in?
Yeah.
Because this is a depreciating asset.
True.
Like even if I have
something
the
is worth,
money
7 figures, why are you paying it for upfront?
out of pocket, it's not a smart
It
use
just
of
makes
money.
sense to pay for it monthly. I think guys are like, what if ukisota? Sitachukuliwa tu alafu.
Yeah.
And then we move on.
Yeah, and this is
Unasonga tu.
and he's probably already paid upfront like close to 10M or
Truly.
something. The bank is just financing the rest,
Yeah.
or even if the bank is financing the rest of it,
Fully,
it's a
yeah.
fucking car, bro. Like if
Nowadays,
you're
banks give you up to 105% financing, which I think is a very smart term to refer to loans. Because they give you the money for the car and they give you an extra for like if you need to do something with it, like insurance, like if you need to change something or maybe upgrade something.
because I'm
They'll
like,
give you
if tomorrow,
yeah.
if tomorrow UpSyd has money to buy cars for production, right? We're not buying money. We're not
Yeah.
buying cars. We are leasing. Kwanza you list them out.
Definitely, yeah.
List them out every 3 years. You have a new car, the same a new car, better car to keep
Makes
using.
sense, yeah.
Because this is an asset that is depreciating all the time, and so you don't have to worry about maintenance and whatnot because they take care of everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's still in Northlands. Did you see guys erected temporary structures in Northlands? So the
Yeah,
following
the
day,
mabati,
they were
the mabati.
they were demolishing. Guys were coming down mabati already.
They are claiming that, yeah, this is my land now.
But what do you guys think about the banning and the stealing of the gods?
First of all, it's scary because if that's allowed to happen, it can happen
To anyone.
To anyone, yes.
Yeah. Second of all, there's a lot of controversy around it.
Because it's owned by the Kenyatas,
Yeah.
and a lot of people say the Kenyatas stole this land from
yeah.
people, so people feel like it's repatriating in sorts.
Yeah. Then there's also the whole essence of who ordered the attack, who mobilized these guys. Because some of them the guys were arrested, walikuwa sema wametoka Karatina, sijui wapi.
No, me kwanza, I
It's like
wondered.
Really?
Yeah, because some even had like power source. I'm like,
Yeah, the
dude,
guys with
you
power
just
source,
don't
yeah.
have a power source chilling in your
Randomly.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you must have been contracted by someone.
Yeah. Wasn't there an MP who, someone will say something, wasn't there an MP or someone in government who said they will invade their funds prior to the demos?
Ichungwa.
There was though.
Yeah,
I'm
he
sure
said
about
that on Sunday.
He said that
Then
on
it
Sunday.
happened.
He was
And it
owned
happened on
Citizen.
Monday.
Yeah.
Because
Or
did you
Thursday.
see his interview and he said that
I will walk out of here.
I will walk out of here.
Why you guys like, we didn't invite you here. You asked to be here.
Oh really?
How do you call me for an interview and ask me this?
No, you asked to be
asked
here,
to be
sir.
here.
We didn't invite
We're
you.
giving you airtime. And then aliangalia tu kamera hivi.
So it didn't work out.
No. Like how you threatening me and you asked to be here. Boss.
He's embarrassed.
Yeah, if someone asks to come on mic check and then wakuja kutambia
Ati,
fala.
I'm walking
just
out.
look at you like,
Please.
Luckily kuna mbogi. Hapa, I'm not even worried. I'm just like,
Do what you gotta
bro,
do.
I can record like I'm fine.
Do what you
Safe.
gotta do.
Sorry, fella, you want to say something?
Yeah.
I wanted to add on kwa hizo like the sheep and goats zenye zilibwa. Literally these people walienda tu across the road and then wakaenda kuziuza huko.
Yeah.
Mwenye aliuza expensive aliuza moja 2500.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
'cause
walikuwa
they were
wanaziuza
going for like a G.
1500. The expensive one was sold at 2500. And apparently it said that hizi zilikuwa zile breeds zenye sijui South African ones, something like that.
They're really
They're very
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah.
If you get one at around 120 Gs.
So kuna mtu amekula tu nyama je.
Na zingine zikachinjwa.
Because hapo there's a lot of nyama choma
Opposite.
joints.
Yeah,
This
but
other
watu
side.
wengine waliteremka tu
Yeah.
nazo. But it's funny because imagine even after all that, this is not someone was telling me this is not even a drop in the ocean of what the Kenyatas own.
Oh, bro.
Like this,
Trust.
it
But
didn't
we
even
know.
touch the surface.
Of course.
Like
It doesn't. I think for me, I'm like, okay. There's definitely a lot of uncertainty in how they own everything they own.
True.
Right? And for sure, because of the position that Kenyatta was as the first president, there's a lot of things and property that he owns that I'm sure, maybe if you look into the details, maybe
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But then it's scary if this is how it's going to be approached. Because like you said, if this is the Kenyatas, literally the most powerful family in the country, they're not about us who don't have any power.
Wajiko.
You know, it could go south very quickly. Now, if people genuinely want to address the issue of, the Kenyatas own a lot of stuff that is illegal, or they acquired a lot of property from people not rightfully, like they didn't pay for it to own most of the property, then I think there's legal ways to
go about
that, you know?
it, not to vandalize. Like
If there's MPs and people in government who are behind this, I ensure the guys who are in parliament who make policies.
Thank you.
I ensure the guys who can go to parliament tomorrow and literally formally
So
make
you
an
need an
inquiry.
account of everything
Yeah.
that they own.
Yep.
Exactly.
Come on.
And then it's sorted.
Yeah.
Let it be cleared, and then we can repatriate whatever needs to be repatriated.
True. No, I agree.
So the same way, when I see Raila and the Azimio guys in the name of protests, which are not really peaceful protests. Let's be very
Truly.
honest about it.
Truly.
There's the fact that the government is also not allowing them to demonstrate. So we don't know whether it could be peaceful or not. But then we saw that even before the government was involved during week 1, it went south very quickly because guys were just looting and doing what.
Of course, there's bound to be goons in everything. So
If your protests are really behind the high cost of living, aren't you the same guys who are in parliament who can literally go tomorrow and make policies
everything
and change the law and make
proper.
things easier for the cost of living? Ain't you the same guys who are behind the high cost of living?
truly.
Me, I'm so I'm so surprised you guys are curious that MPs will do anything about it.
Of course not.
Like me, I have zero expectations from these guys.
Duh.
So this is
Because we're always talking about
Yeah.
they're supposed to be the guys. They're supposed to be the guys.
Yeah, no, but truly, that's what your job is.
Yeah.
But I will not sit
They'll
there
never do it,
expecting
yeah.
you to do your job because you will never do your job.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, this is literally Raila using poor people to
Push his
try
agenda,
get
yeah.
a position in power. This is it's just about Raila, bro.
Truly.
This is not about the high cost of living.
Or
There's better way to do
anything,
this.
yeah.
This is not about anything. You know, like I saw a good example. Someone said you control almost all the gas in the country, right? If you're really keen on the cost of living and a lot of people use
Shukisha.
gas, then why can't
Shukisha.
you legally go to the government and say, listen, man, maybe because gas imeenda juu. If legally, tell the government, listen, we're ready to take down the pricing. If maybe you can take out this
or
tax,
two
some of
taxes,
this. Tell us why the cost of gas is really high.
Yeah.
Most of it is going to be taxation, right? Because the government
Yeah.
has just been increasing taxes. Then now we'll be like, you really care about the cost of living.
Truly.
But this is definitely, and Raila does this all the time. He loses elections all the time, and he does this all the time.
Well,
At the expense of what? People dying?
There's been, I haven't fact checked this, but I've seen like there's conversations around Ruto wanting to have a conversation with
they
Raila.
have to. At this
And
point,
then
they have to.
Gachagua being the guy who's like in the middle, like nah. But I saw.
But hasn't Ruto been on record many times saying Nusumkate? Literally, he is part of the first time he was sworn. No, he was declared, not even sworn
He
in.
said
He was
no,
like he was
Nusumkate, but
the
Chaxy,
first
the
interview.
way things are going, yeah. Actually, it's not even about the two of them. It's higher powers who are like, it has to happen. Whether you want it or not, it has to happen.
Raila is just such a selfish dude, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not about Rao, it's not about Ruto.
It's about Raila. Come on.
I can't-
Who's paying people and getting people from Kisumu in buses? It's Azimio.
I
And
can't.
led by who?
I would love to give more information here, but I can't. But I will tell
So
you
who's
guys
behind-
off
who's behind
air.
the
Second to allegedly Elefon
Yes.
No,
Okay,
no,
who's behind the
no.
demos?
Because
Who's behind the demos?
this is private info that I'm not supposed to know, so I can't say anything.
So who's behind the demos? That's my question. Azimio.
Chaxy, I will not say anything on this microphone.
Because if it's Azimio, then we know the Kenyatta is an extension of Azimio still. So it's the same camp.
Bankrolling them allegedly.
I will not confirm or deny. That is what I will tell you guys off.
So me, I'm curious.
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, I'm just like, this demos is a waste of time.
Yeah.
I
I agree.
wish the demos were actually about the cost of living.
I agree.
I would have really supported them. But this is just about Raila
Yeah,
wanting
everyone,
to be in power.
everyone is selfish
They've
at
cost
this point.
so much money. They've cost people so much money. Because I was talking to a cab guy who was telling me, like on Mondays, I want to be a shara
At all. Yeah.
And even like there's no traffic, even getting into town, because no one is living in their house. No one is leaving their house. No one is chuma in their car. No one is going. If you're in town, those areas that demos happen,
Hakuna mtu.
no one is fungo in their biashara.
True.
Because you've seen they started looting now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they've been looting from the jump.
Yeah. But now it's gotten
This and now
crazy
it's
hectic,
gotten
yeah.
a bit
Like
intense.
they're
Because
getting supermarkets
And just,
But
like
how
the guy
you
in
loot-
Kisumu,
me-
man.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
unfortunate.
And then how you looting a supermarket telephone Iba biscuits?
Cravings.
That guy.
But you know also, so I'm also thinking like even the incident in Kisumu, right? So you vandalized the supermarket, you've stolen everything. This is a supermarket that is maybe probably around where you live, right?
Yeah.
So whatever you've stolen, how long is it going to
Going to
sustain,
sustain you,
So
exactly.
when you're over, so now you have to go further to buy the same products because
Yeah.
you
man
vandalized the
hasn't
same
restocked,
supermarket
yeah.
that has been serving you.
Yep.
It's so stupid.
Foolish.
And then stealing from like fellow community members doesn't make sense. Because if you're fighting for us, why am I stealing
We're
from
supposed to be
Exactly.
one.
Yeah.
So cost of living is high, but now we're stealing from the same people
Yeah.
who
making it hard?
who who are, regardless of how high the cost of living is, are still making sure that we get access
Everything
to
that we
basic
need,
goods.
yeah.
So we're stealing from the same people in the name of protesting. It's stupid, bro.
It's crazy. No, but honestly, it needs to end. I'm over it. Because at Thursday, I almost got myself in the middle of man. Man, no.
Because they're on Mombasa Road now.
No. I was heading to Oyster Bay. So, the shortcut. So I was like, let me not, Nikienda to Express. So as I'm going, I see this van of cops. So it's like this lot that was there during the day was leaving and they were bringing in a new set of cops.
Of cops.
Yes. So I stop and ask them, I'm like, hey, nini nafanyika? They're like, no, a new set of cops is coming, but you can go. So as we're going down, we meet a bodaga. This bodaga is like, mnenda wapi, like, uko chini ni kubaya. Do not even attempt.
You're in a car now, Ama?
I was in a cab.
Okay.
So he's like, don't even, just...
Reverse.
Circle back, yeah.
Yeah.
Because also, even the thing with the cops, man, the role of the cops is just to protect property and people, right?
True.
We know by history, all the time there's demonstrations, people take advantage and start looting.
Yeah.
So instead of investing in having so many cops fight demonstrators, why don't you just protect the property around
Yes,
it? And
let
let
the
the guys
people
work.
do their
Bro, by 2
thing.
p.m. they'll be tired.
Yeah.
They'll go home. You know what I mean? Like, let it be peaceful. But then now the cops have to confront people, lob tear gas, start beating up people.
Like even the
and then now it
journalists
becomes a
who
whole
got
scene because
hurt.
now everyone is
Yeah.
fighting. And eventually now, because when there's chaos, it's easy to start stealing. But then, if guys are on Ngong Road, the cops should just make sure, legally, the property along Ngong Road is protected.
safe.
Sindio? Now, if now you try looting Amanini,
That's
now the cops can
different.
come
Yeah.
after you. Now they can
Yeah.
harass you. Actually, they can arrest you.
Yeah.
They have those huge
Not can, they
trucks.
should.
They should arrest you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But then someone who's just walking on the road, I think it just gets hectic because now cops meet people with fire.
Yeah.
Truly.
Instead of just allowing people to congregate. Bro, if those guys started at 10 a.m., by 2 p.m.,
They're
they're
so
tired.
over
They're
it.
tired. They'll just go
Truly.
home.
They're
The
over
Mandamandos
it.
go the whole day, Ama.
No,
It
squeeze it's weird.
depends.
No one knows.
It's scheduled.
I think also they're
depends.
trying to be mysterious about it. So sometimes asubuhi wameanza like on Thursday by around 11 to still peaceful.
Yeah.
Then suddenly I'm like, what the
Mombasa
fuck?
Road,
Where did they come
wamefunga
from?
barabara. I'm like,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Then there's the pictures of the apparent killer cop. Which have been circulating online. Have you guys seen?
Yeah.
Then there's what NGO is this? They published fuck, I wish I could get it on Twitter. So there's an NGO that published a picture and a story of this guy. Apparently he's murdered someone in Narok before and is under investigation, but they're wondering why he's still serving in the
working.
police. You've seen the picture, right? The same
Yeah, the
cop
guy
who's-
mwenye akona jeans moja kama
yeah,
cartoon.
the same jeans that has a cartoon changing nguo, by the way.
Sindio.
Yeah. Fuck, mind blown.
You just make that realism.
Of course, I'm joking. Just saying mind blown. I'm joking. Yeah.
I haven't seen that photo.
Kama cartoon, but
Yeah,
that's
but
funny.
truly though.
Nguo moja kama cartoon. I think on the episode title. So anyway, so that's the cop. He's you'll see his pictures all over Twitter in different scenarios, and he's probably in the killer squad. But that's also information that is just online. We don't know how credible this is. But he's the media van belonging to Azimio, the one that someone forcefully broke into the window and lobbed a tear gas canister.
Yeah.
There's the video of that.
Yeah.
That cop.
The one with the
I've
fake
seen
number
that.
plates.
Yes, the one that had fake
The
number
taped,
plates.
yeah.
Bro, the layers to
I
these
was
demos.
like, yo, this is wild. No, but despite everything else, I think the only thing that actually pissed me off is, the harming of journalists. That's very uncalled for. That's very, very uncalled for. These guys are on duty. They're doing their job.
They need to
Wachana na wao.
report. And then
And they're being, like, you remember when someone said that there's a standard group journalist who was like badly injured.
Yeah, the one with the
I saw
canister
pictures, yeah.
ilimgonga in
Canister
the...
ilimchapa kwa
Yo!
selfie.
Can you imagine how painful that shit is? Oh my
Bro.
gosh.
And
The-
then
I'm
the
probably
one
even
who
get a
was-
concussion
the one
out of
who
that.
was robbed in the middle of the street. This lady.
Yep.
I'm like, surely
remember, Standard, I think, is it Standard that hasn't paid CG their journalists for like
for
3
months
months
and months on end.
So you're there, you're on the ground. Na salo yako ya mwisho ulikula last year.
That's wild.
Na unapigwa canister uso.
Probably if
It's not funny.
And also,
Hey, I
if
can't
they can't
even
afford,
laugh.
if they
That's
can't afford to
sad.
pay salaries, then I'm sure they're not. These guys are not insured. If
For
they're insured,
sure.
it's just NHS. It's so basic cover. They still need to spend a lot of money in hospital bills.
That's
But yeah,
fucked
but
up.
that's the thing. That's the problem, bro. Like, because normally journalists, don't get like even when people are fighting, even for elections,
Yeah.
journalists will still report because
They have just your
both
job.
the police and the people let journalists report.
Yeah.
Bro, but journalists are the only people who go deep into Al-Shabaab and will report live
Yeah.
with terrorists.
Hi,
You know,
and
because
bombs
also they want the
exploding
attention and they want,
too.
you know,
Yeah.
so journalists have always been people who are safe or have a pass to record get into places that are very heated.
Yeah.
But now, both police are harassing journalists
Yeah.
and also protesters themselves are stealing even cameras and phones from journalists.
Yeah,
Imagine.
that's wrong.
No, it's a lot of anarchy, honestly. It's
That's what I'm saying.
become-
What do you think is the solution to this?
Hey.
Personally, I don't want another Nusumkate government. You know why? Bro, this government is already fucking
There'll
up
be
so
no
much. We need a
accountability.
strong opposition that
Exactly.
will hold the government to account. So if now there's another handshake, bro, we're screwed
We are
again for
fucked.
another 10 years.
Because it's
They're
like
all
now
like
we are
Africa
fucked.
250.
Bro. So, you know, so I don't think, I definitely, I don't know what the solution is. I think that the police should be out tomorrow to protect property.
Yes.
And also to protect people, like journalists.
Innocent people.
Or innocent people want to rightfully
to
demonstrate.
work.
Or even just
Do what they
demonstrate.
wanna do.
Or even just demonstrate. But then they want to be stolen from.
Again, me, I have. Nah, I'm just surprised at the amount of faith you guys have in the police.
No.
You know, the only thing they protect is the
We're not
interest.
saying they'll do it.
Yeah,
We're saying
yeah.
in a perfect case scenario. This is
That's what we'd
You
want.
know what I mean? But also, when you have a crowd as big as that, the police, it's not the police's job to make sure his phone is not stolen from you.
Yeah.
Now, the
Truly.
problem is, how do we differentiate you from a journalist?
Makes sense.
Can they have thingy? I saw they've made apparel. I think it's Nation that have made apparel like
They always
like
have.
gas masks.
They always have.
And whatnot. So hey,
But not everyone has that kind of whatever.
Muscle.
Yeah.
well,
Anyway, then Kibera and Kisumu, bro, was very ugly because
yeah.
a lot of buildings went up on flames, which was sad to see. And also, just it reminds you, bro, like it's always the low-income areas which will be most affected.
Yeah, at
Because
the end
there's
of the
nobody
day.
leaving their house in Westlands to go demonstrate, I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
Truly.
So also, we're playing ourselves when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And it just tells you that it's not real, genuine demonstrations. Because if it was real, genuine, and it's about the cost of living, people in Westlands are also affected by the cost of living.
Yeah.
But
everyone
then,
is.
for some reason, the people in the low-income areas are very gullible because when there's money being exchanged, bro,
Yeah.
if someone is out there hustling a whole day and they cannot even make 500 bob, if you give them 500 bob and all they need to do is
You've
show up
saved
for
their life for
demos,
sure.
every Monday, Thursday, they have a guaranteed X amount of money.
500. They're pulling up.
Yeah. So also that's taking advantage of people's financial situations. You
Yeah.
know, this is like someone who's a prostitute because they don't have any other way to do it. So they're not doing it because they want to do it. They're desperate to
It's
do
the
it.
only
Yeah.
means.
Yeah. So these guys have to be held accountable in a way. But let's see how that goes. Anyway, you're telling us about DJ Brownskin or someone.
Oh yeah, I was just
Okay,
seeing some videos. So this DJ,
The second hand DJ.
yes. So his wife, I think but from what guys are saying, it's like she came home drunk or something like that. So she's seated in the living room and she's like, mixing her poison and whatnot.
Check poison.
Yes.
So she wanted to commit suicide.
Basically. So this guy is just recording the video. So she does it, makes the mix, takes it. He's still recording. So of course, she's, calling the kids and whatnot. And she's like, oh, I'm dying. So I think when he finally sees like, okay, it's getting a bit serious is when he calls the housey. And he's like, oh, can you please get her a glass of milk? But by then it's like too late because she's literally on the floor and you can see like she's literally wincing in pain. And yeah, she's dead.
dies.
Yes.
And she's dead now.
Yeah.
And I saw this guy attended the funeral
Yeah, and because there's a picture of him standing.
next to the grave.
That picture looks like, remember the picture of I attended my hater's funeral just to make sure he was dead.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
So
giving that.
it's just a remake of that picture.
But it's sad.
That's an evil person.
That
Your
is
wife,
sad.
the mother of
Can
your
you
kids.
imagine?
I have a question and it might be dumb. But now, like when people take poison, what's the use of milk?
Because milk in a neutralize.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, poison is acidic, so maziwe in a neutralize.
But the effects are still the same.
No, depends.
On what poison you took and how much.
And how far gone, because it corrodes
Your
the
innards.
system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is that scenario. Okay, I don't know how this happened. Again, I'm just trying to picture
No,
how
there's
everything
the
went
whole
down.
video is online.
No, but I'm like prior to that conversation, right? So maybe they're upset about something and she threatens suicide. Then this guy is like,
Do what you
"Sujinyonge
gotta
basi."
do.
Then he's like, to avoid issues, I'll actually just record it. I'm just thinking how it played out. I'm not
just to
saying
show,
this is how
like,
it
I'm
played
not
out.
the one who-
I'm assuming Nile I'll leave. Then suende. The normal threats. I'll leave, then suende. I'll do whatever. Then she leaves. And then finally, like, oh shit, she actually left.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is this one of those threats that I'll take my own life? Then you're like, you do it. I'll take my own life. You do it. Poop.
But like,
No,
if
but
now, if you see
regardless-
someone actually putting the poison, in
Chaxy,
something
won't you stop
and letting
them?
I hear
drink
you.
it.
Asijafika hapo bado.
Yeah.
Then now she's starts to mix the whole thing. Sindio? The guy is still recording, thinking maybe it's not going to go happen. And then she starts to check it. Now I'm like, now this guy needs help
Yeah.
because he's still recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at that point you can yank it off his face.
Like,
You can do it. You can do
something.
everything, bro.
Make them puke it out or something.
Yeah, but also the
because
fact
you asked for milk literally like 3-4 minutes into like even she's already told the kids because she's like, Papa, Mama, I'm dying. So
She says that to the kids.
yes,
You know how traumatic
she's
it is.
calling
there's
the
kids in this house when this is happening.
Yes, even there's a part in the video where these kids come in and they watch their mom on the floor literally as she's going.
You know how traumatic that will be for their lives.
And this guy is still recording.
Yes, he's still recording. So she's saying, Papa, Mama, I'm dying. Hey, I'm dying. So she's throwing up. So that's when he goes, Auntie, ebu kuja. So she comes, kuna maziwa? Letea huyu. So by
What
the time
the
this
fuck,
Hausi
bro?
goes
This
to
guy
bring,
needs help.
she's on the floor.
He needs jail time. Is what
Like she's
Yeah.
even wincing. Literally, she's right beside him on the floor. Like, he's just recording.
Because I'm like, regardless.
unfazed.
and then uploaded.
Yes.
This guy needs help, bro.
Because that's how we're seeing it. He actually went, used his bundles and uploaded it.
You literally filmed your wife dying, committing suicide
In front of your kids.
in front of your kids.
Can you imagine?
Didn't do anything about it, but still also posted it online. Like, You think so? And you think this guy akotu sawa? Like genuinely, you think he's fine?
Jail
You think a normal person will do that?
He's just evil. It doesn't
Honestly,
matter what.
it's not
is
even
going on
about
between them.
whatever. Like, when
Yeah.
msitu mbaya.
Damn. And still attended the funeral, took a picture.
Imagine.
I'm like, how does that, bro? I'd really
How does
be,
even the family let that person in the
In
funeral?
you get what I mean?
bro. I'd
And,
really
like,
be
did he
curious.
give a speech or some
Yeah,
shit?
how does the law work, man? Because I feel like the law is the only thing that really fucks us over.
Because I'm trying to think, like, what law did he break there? It's very great.
I hear you,
By
but
the
then,
way-
aren't you supposed to be at least in remand? Isn't that why we have remands? Like, as we figure it out, are you just supposed to be out
But
still
in
here
remand
mingling
for
with the rest of
what?
whatever?
What would you be?
As what was his action
An accomplice.
of?
Because at the end of end of the day, you are a property of the state. You as a person.
Yeah.
Is suicide legal in Kenya?
No.
It's illegal.
Because you are a property of the state. So if I assist you to die, then what
But
does
I didn't
that mean?
assist you. You did everything by yourself.
But I didn't stop it.
I didn't stop you when I had the chance to. I filmed it.
But then that's why I'm saying it's very grey. It's
Yeah,
like,
like
I know.
hakuna kitu alidu.
it's very grey. Like,
But is this
maybe-
someone you still want roaming around the streets?
Let's
Chaxy, hata
totally
ukimshika,
that-
unamshika under what
Of course, we
grounds?
agree it's a bad thing that
Yes,
he did.
but arresting him in
Legally,
umpeleke
yeah.
Actually,
remand
if there's
under
a
what
checkmate who's a
grounds?
lawyer, atuambie tu kwa comments.
Yeah,
like,
how
on
does this work?
On what ground? Like, how that can...
If he was to be arrested, what would you charge him
yeah.
with?
Because the weird thing, bro, is that this guy is filming everything, including the bit where... Because you can gauge, maybe if you thought it was a joke, and you're like, I'll film it just for... I don't know what the relationship looks like, right? But when it gets to the point where she's really doing it, and you don't do anything about it, but you still film. She needs help. You're not even helping her. You're asking someone to come bring her milk. The kids are here on the floor, and you're still
And
filming.
your camera is on.
Yeah.
Camera is still on. You're watching... Bro, you're watching someone die, bro, and you can
Imagine.
do
And
something
feel-
about
and
it. And you do
literally,
nothing.
you're unfazed.
The mother of your kids.
And you still applaud it. Like, this is a mad person.
Cray.
So, in still maybe in line with that, Jeff's body was exhumed. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
In Nakuru? So now I think now the government pathologist is gonna run a few more tests. How long does it take for the body to decay? That's weird.
Remind me who Jeff is?
The guy
DJ Fatso.
Fatso, the Fatso
okay.
situation.
Yeah.
From what, yeah. So the body. So now they did. I think he was buried in Nakuru. I think it happened in Nakuru, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the government went and
Had to exhume the body.
The body, and now they're running a couple of tests, including if he was sodomized. Because I saw that in the statement.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
But like, how long has it been though?
Maybe
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Okay.
His body's still fresh.
You think so?
Mm.
Because I'm assuming when you're buried, you're not buried with preservatives, are you? Because in the morgue.
There's embalming and all
Bado
that. Then it
is
takes time to
still,
wear off,
before it wears off.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
so
So
Okay.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
Bado.
So you think that is intentional, so that maybe in case, like, because I'm like, why wouldn't you just bury the body? It's still gonna decay. So I'm like, do you think at some point they had to make a law that probably because of such scenarios, we should make sure that the body can still be...
Yeah. I think it's circumstantial too. Because we are preserving the body so that if you guys have a funeral and you have to view the body and whatever, but then it takes time to wear off. I don't think it's like by law that it should happen. Yeah. But I get where you're coming from. Like, maybe it should be by law that all bodies should be preserved at least 90 days.
Yeah.
I get that.
Worth
You
of-
know, like if
after, just in
DNAs
case,
need to be there, okay,
Yeah.
that's
Because
Or
how many-
maybe, particular deaths. Let's say if someone died under mysterious circumstances, then
Yeah.
it's
There-
applied.
yeah.
So there's no
must.
point. If someone was sick and they're in hospital and they pass on,
You
then
leave
it's
or
fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, also that when we first covered this story, we didn't understand why he died under such mysterious circumstances, but they proceeded to bury him without getting any clarity. You know, as well, I feel like
But you know, I can feel the mom's situation. You know, Kwanzaa, I feel like normally such situations you're normally very helpless because you feel like probably there's a possibility you might never get justice.
Yeah.
So why not make peace with it, mapema, and just
get over
keep
the
it
pain.
pushing? Get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really can't blame her.
yeah, because some people are like, you know what? Imagine his dad is never coming back. We could as well
no
just
amount of
No,
jail
plus
time.
you know,
No,
you're,
man,
looking,
yeah,
you're thinking this is
insurance,
fat, so you're
nothing.
thinking this somebody probably who's popular. He could pay someone, he could do whatever. So you're just ready to get over and done with it.
and just keep it moving. Yeah.
But the way things are looking, like this nigga is
And
guilty.
yeah, he's going. No, and he could be going down for real.
And the other 5 people who were involved.
Yeah.
Because someone there knows something, and the fact that no one reported.
No, but there was CCTV footage of them in gloves. I'm like, why are you
Origin
guys in
criminates.
gloves? And going to survey the area.
Bro, I
then 5
honestly,
minutes later, the body drops.
honestly,
Excuse. Did you guys see the interview of DJ Fatso?
Then, victory shall be ours. That is
we saw
the
that.
dumbest interview I've ever seen in my life.
yes, that's why we're like, he needs to give his lawyer something to work with.
No,
Like,
I
you can't be
think
that dumb,
his
you
lawyer
know?
already knows it's a done
It's
deal.
done. But
So-
yeah, but I
Charlie
hope
starts his phone calls with Buddha. Cheque.
unachoma bro.
No mics, no cameras.
But I'm like, I hope they conclude this soon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Truly.
Bro, and that's the thing. It's maybe just a me thing. I just never understand why some things take too long. I don't know. I know the law. I
The
don't know.
evidence is there and everything is there. Yeah, why do we need to take so
Yeah,
much?
sometimes I don't
symptoms.
understand why it takes long to be genuine with you. I
But
don't
I like
understand.
that when there's public outcry about things, like they move. Really
But that's the
quickly.
thing. Does there have to be public outcry?
Doesn't
Do
have
your
to be.
fucking
Because-
job.
Yeah, because it just doesn't work here.
Again,
Just
we
doesn't
have
work here.
expectations.
Yeah, just doesn't
of
work
how
here.
things should work.
Aye, how many public
But we
outcries
know
will
for
we keep
sure.
outcrying then?
So forever.
Aye, way.
Because there's power, there's money, and then there's everything else involved. So
Yep.
it's just not a fair system. Then according to the Star, I'm gonna quote this: Jacque Maribe and Jowie Irungu to defend themselves in the murder case of businesswoman Monica Kimani. Justice Grace Nzioka said the prosecution has adduced evidence to put them on defense.
What's adduced?
Like adequate,
Kizungu
like
mingi.
it's
Where is Mudoni when you
concrete.
need him?
Yeah, like they have. So
Like
I think
it's concrete
because normally,
evidence.
but then I don't know how again the law works. I wish we had our cable would have called some of our lawyer friends. But if you're a lawyer, let us know.
Yeah.
Because my thinking is, normally the lawyer is supposed to defend unless myself and the lawyer agree that I can be on the stand.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it works?
Yeah.
Like regardless of what it is, you might not you're not entitled to say anything. You could even just decide to keep quiet if you have a lawyer.
Yep.
That's my assumption. My assumption, right? So now, what evidence is this that allows the justice to be like, you know what, we need you guys to be on the stand? I don't know.
Crickets.
I'm curious. Yeah, I don't know.
I
I wish we knew. I wish we
like,
knew.
what's something
Yeah.
to do?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. But also, this is just another case where justice needs to be served. It's been how many years? 4 years?
Yeah.
It's been almost 4 or even more.
And you remember how Jacque Maribe had a poker face reporting that news?
Mystery murder, and
on
she's there
Citizen,
like,
yeah.
Bro, she was involved this
Yeah.
whole time.
ulichoma hizo
Umetoka
nguo
home- umetoka
zilimua.
home kufanya hizo vitu zote alafu
Is that
unaenda job.
confirmed? Like she
She's
burned the clothes?
The house help is the one who said Jackie told her to burn the clothes
Yeah.
that
And
Joey
then-
was wearing after he killed her.
And Joey I think there's a phone call recording or some proof of sorts saying that he ordered paraffin. Like,
There's a kuchoma.
Way in
Yeah,
the night.
it's the housey who said, but then if it's not the housey, Jackie might have gone scot-free.
So this is where the link for Jackie and Joey is coming.
Yes.
Is all
Because
this.
she burnt the evidence.
And this is confirmed.
Yeah. It's public information.
even the shooting themselves. See, he shot himself.
Oh yeah, Joey shot himself in. Oh yeah,
In
it's
Jackie's
Jackie
house.
who. Yeah.
Jacque's house, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was the bullet, whatever hole in the
Wall.
For real?
Yeah.
si ndio alijipeleka hosi usiku. He shot himself in the
No, I
shoulder.
remember the shooting.
Yeah.
So then the shooting, then he said what? Like, so because this lady was murdered in whose house?
Her house.
Her house,
Like
yeah.
her B&B or of some sort.
No, it was
'cause
her
she was
house,
here.
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it was her house.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
so now the shooting was supposed to cover up for what?
Like probably they had an
Alibi.
altercation.
Ati they were robbed, sijui nini, they were mugged. So they say like, hey, sasa hatuko kwa hiyo nyumba.
Ah, okay, because at
Yeah,
the time.
because he put
then
in,
they-
he gave fake details at the gate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they went to a hospital out of town
yeah.
so that they can say we were far from Nairobi.
Yeah.
But then the CCTV showing you were in the same building the
Yeah.
same day she was murdered.
Yeah.
I think when people commit crimes, they just panic and you become dumb.
Anyway, you don't calculate.
The more you try to cover up, the more. Because even this guy, I've seen another story in SA where some guy killed the girlfriend and then put her body in
A
like, what do you call it?
trash
The trash can. And then he's clearly seen CCTV
like pushing
moving the
it
trash
out.
can
Yeah.
all the way, mpaka wapi akaificha, and then he goes back to his house and chills and then calls the cops that it's the baby's missing.
Yeah, I've seen that. Bless you.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll wait to see how this goes. So, damn, I think I have one last story, right? Is my phone still ringing?
No.
Okay. So Drill Digest reported that Arrest is, shout out to Arrest. Arrest is one of the producers who's been behind a lot of hip hop tracks we know, and especially the scene in Eastlands. Worked with the Wakadinali for many years. So Arrest has taken down music videos off YouTube for Geri Nengi, Morio Anzenza, and Eye Contact
Why?
over royalties dispute. I don't know, man. I wish we'd have called the Wakadinali guys to see what's up. But bro, Geri Nengi, Morio Anzenza, and Eye Contact over royalties dispute.
Wametukosea.
And those are some of the biggest hits from Wakadinali.
Yep.
True.
These are huge songs,
Yeah.
bro. These are
Kwanza
really
Geri
good songs,
Nengi,
yeah.
Morio Nzenza.
And Eye Contact.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if okay, so I'm assuming okay, so the way music works is there's things called split sheets. So the split sheet is what determines what percentage of royalties each person who contributed to the song gets. So right from the composer to the producer, if there were instrumentalists who were used, if you just did ad libs, if you helped in writing a verse, whatever it is, as long as you helped in creating
Making a
that piece of art.
Yeah.
But then whoever is involved decide what percentage works for them. Like there's not a standard template for
Right, yeah.
this is what
Producer,
person gets.
blah,
Because
blah,
as
blah.
well,
Assembly.
each song takes
It's negotiation.
very many people to make. Some
Yeah.
songs take one person to make, some songs take 4 people, some songs take 100 people. It depends on just how many people are involved.
Yeah.
So it goes down to what percentage of that each person is getting. Now, when you have a DSP who are the distributors who will help to make your music available everywhere, then there's DSPs who literally allow when you submit the song, you submit with a split sheet. So that royalties go directly to the people
Yeah.
minus any middleman. But most people will get most people don't do that. So when royalties come, then whoever is in charge of whoever owns the song in quotes, whoever is uploading it,
Is given
whoever
the
has
full
the
amount.
dashboard
Given everything.
of the DSP has the amount, and probably no, it's just weird. I don't know why it just feels like a hectic thing to do. Sasa, all of us, like the 3 of us made a song, and I have to always keep accessing the dashboard. Then I send you once, I'm like, this is a Yaka 5K. This is it's a weird system, you
And
know.
then you go like, let me see the dashboard.
Yeah. Because normally when there's labels involved, now the label will collect all the money. Because most of the time the artist has an upfront fee from the label. And the label, then you have an agreement of how much you make from whatever, right? So the label will collect money from everywhere. And then you'll always get a check.
Yeah.
So everyone involved, whether it's studios, production houses, people would get checks, right? But now when it comes to individual artists, maybe I'm assuming now like Wakadinali and Arrest when they're in studio, I'm assuming they have a split sheet. I think they do have a split sheet, right? So then this clearly means Arrest is like, damn, bro. Like all these songs are huge songs. Where the money at?
Yeah.
And now these songs are out. But the good thing with YouTube is if this is resolved, the songs will be back.
But yeah.
Same views, same everything.
Yeah.
But man, it's just sad when you see friends get in such fights because Arrest is one of the guys who've been instrumental with Wakadinali from the jump. You know, he's been there from the Cypher days, from nothing, you know. So you expect that maybe there's a strong foundation there and things like money will be clear on how money works. So it's just weird when you see this happen.
Yeah. Wait, have you guys seen? Oh, I'm digressing. But have you guys seen the new Quavo song?
Quavo, no. I didn't even know Quavo had a new song. Yeah, what's up?
Sasa utuambie. Mariah.
No, it's just tragic.
Why?
It's horrible.
Oh, it's a bad song.
Yeah. It's horrible. Anywho.
Have you guys heard the new Quavo song? No.
Then
Yeah.
now she's almost dying. She can't breathe. It's horrible.
Like, so now what do we do with that information?
It's horrible. Trust me.
Listen, man, unless you guys have anything else, I think
I have
We haven't done
Twitter
Oh,
check.
Twitter check. Let's do Twitter check.
Ni somo ile ya kwanza niliwasomea.
Twitter the blanket.
Nitacheka. Make sure mmecheka vile
We'll try.
mlicheka.
No.
Depends on how you read it.
Kupika omena kwa bedsitter ni shida. Kila kitu ushika harufu hadi radio inajieka Ramogi FM. See? It's still funny. This is by
So
a
Ramogi
babe
FM
called-
is because
she's
huko ni
called Shiro.
Luoland.
Imagine.
Phenomenon natoka.
That is profiling.
She's called Shiro
But,
and she's pretty. Anyway, I have another one. Now this baby is called Proud Melanin Zero on TikTok. She posted it's a video of her dancing, but then there's a caption. Napita na mbaba wako alafu unatafuta mwingine type yangu. Kwani utaki nipumzike? Oh my god, I laughed way
Hold
too hard
up.
at that. Yeah.
I think
You have another one?
I saw one.
Okay, let's go.
So, see, Google just launched the new AI.
That's on Bing? No, okay, Google. Okay, got you. Yeah.
So, someone put in a question. If I'm going 8 miles an hour, how many hours will it take for me to go 8 miles? So this AI says 12.5 miles. And someone says, all I have to say is, all your jobs are still safe.
But I don't know if Google being probably one of the biggest technological companies in the world.
Can you imagine?
How is the AI
12.5
so
miles.
Oh, is it that shit? The AI?
Yeah, AI is shit, 'cause
Chaxy,
I've
I'm
seen-
going
it's a
8
bunch of
miles
stuff.
an
No,
hour.
I get that. I'm like, it's something, it's repetitive.
It's
like,
repetitive. Yeah, I've seen it. Even writers have been prompting the Google AI. Na inaleta tu vitu zingine uko like, wait.
Okay. So their AI is
Yeah,
bullshit,
OpenAI is. And I saw the interview for the CEO for OpenAI, and he was being asked if he's scared of what like the future of AI looks like. Because guys were thinking the things AI is doing right now was projected like 10 years from now, but it's happening in a few weeks. In a few weeks, there's so many. Have you
There's
seen
so
the
much
pictures of-
development.
Yeah, have you seen the pictures of the Pope in the puffer
In the-
jackets?
He looks
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And you've seen like now photographers are literally like putting in even camera settings in AI prompts to get the exact crisp. You know, like you're saying, I want a photo of the Pope wearing this. This is the setting for the camera lens. Use this one. Use this lighting. Use this ISO setting. Whatever. All that shit.
Damn.
And it comes crisp.
So then rappers are about to have to own every single outfit ever in the world without
Imagine.
owning anything.
Without,
Because
Have you
just
seen
pictures.
the voice AI? I'm sure
I've
you've
seen the voice.
the
Yeah, we've
Kanye
seen the
one.
voice. Yeah, we've seen the voice AI.
But this buzz were hard though.
I think we even
Madness.
we even covered the Eminem.
The
and
Eminem
whatever. We covered
one.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When and
So,
and
yeah.
David Guetta.
This CEO was saying how he's you've seen the one Kanye, this guy writes
I've seen
like,
the Kanye one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this CEO for OpenAI was saying how he's scared but equally excited about the future of AI. And for him, it was like he was saying, it's like anything developed in the world. At the end of the day, it's your responsibility as a decent human being to use it for good. You know, it's like sour guns are dangerous, but I'm not gonna shoot you. So if people use AI for bad, that's their own doing. It doesn't mean that we can't advance as a society, technology-wise, and create like things that can help us do a few things different, faster, more efficient, whatever. Yeah. So me, I'm scared, especially in
Me, I'm
the
not scared,
adult industry, porn industry.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm not scared. I feel like the thing is, if it starts to get out of hand, there's going to be regulation around it.
Definitely.
And not even if it doesn't get out of hand, there's still going to be regulation around it. Like any other society, when there's an advancement technology that can be used negatively, especially in such scenarios, there has to be regulation around it. That's the only way. But I embrace it, bro. I feel like there's things, it's gonna make some things efficient for us. There's things that you probably spend money on that you don't necessarily need to spend money on.
Yep.
And you can divert that money into other things, you know. I think it just makes us a better society.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Like, no one cares, bro, you know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's for Instagram likes and what, people have done the most even without AI. So now with AI, they will do even the most. But no one really cares about Quavo's watch cost how much, whether it's real or it's just AI generated. You know what I mean? Like, generally, I'm like, you do you, bro. You know, it works for some people, doesn't work for some people. Works for Ambare, doesn't work for that. It's fine, bro. You know what I mean? Anyway.
They'll develop technology because it's a digital thing at the end of the day. So there's going to be digital footprints.
Yes.
So if you use it badly, it's going to tie back to Chaxy, that guy Chaxy at gmail.com. I'm not saying that's his email, but just maybe if you're a checkmate, you can email it.
And also, if you use it for such things, maybe it will have a watermark or something to show that this is actually AI generated and it's not factual.
Like
so we'll have those things.
Yeah, you saw that baby said every time she sends a nude, she puts a watermark of the guy.
Yeah.
Ndio kilika najua ni wewe.
Wewe ndio
Oh,
ulituma.
fuck. I
Titties,
like
but
that.
zimeandikwa that guy
That's
I
Chaxy.
like that. I like that. I like that. Oh, I like that.
Eh,
I like
ukizipata
that.
mahali uko like wewe.
Unajua nani alileak? Ah, okay. Anyway,
Therefore,
we guys want to go out to Blankets and Wine, episode 57. We're Mike
57.
Over 26. This is
The Bagger Podcast.
This is the Brunch Club.
Over 26. Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.